Most people, when asked what the most dangerous creature underwater is, answer, it's a shark. Sharks have a bad reputation for killing unsuspecting divers whenever the opportunity arises. But did you know that you're actually more likely to be killed by a hippopotamus than a shark? The number of deadly shark attacks against divers in 2020 worldwide was 10. So sharks are not the ones to blame for the divers' deaths. So if you're determined to plan a dive, you still might wonder whether there are some exotic underwater creatures you might not want to provoke. We've done some research, and these are the 10 sea creatures who you might want to admire from a distance. Lionfish. The lionfish is characterized by a visible warning coloration with red, white, creamy, or black bands, spectacular pectoral fins, and venomous rays with spiny wings. The potency of their venom makes them excellent predators and hazardous to fishermen and divers. In humans, the lionfish venom can cause systemic effects such as extreme pain, nausea, vomiting, fever, and breathing difficulties. It's rare when their venom is fatal to healthy adults, but some species have enough venom to cause extreme discomfort for a few days. So if you're diving in the Caribbean or Eastern Atlantic, which is where lionfish are found, we still recommend you admire these beautiful white striped creatures from a distance. Sea snakes. Sea snakes are very venomous. Some are even more venomous than their terrestrial cousins. The beaded sea snake, for instance, has venom so toxic that 3 drops of it can kill 8 people outright. Sea snakes are retiring creatures. They are very shy and would rather swim away from humans and other creatures. And even if it does bite, it rarely releases venom. Their fangs have a different shape from their Earth cousins. It's shorter and breaks easily. It wouldn't fit in a wetsuit. Cone snail. When we think of dangerous animals, most likely snails are very far from the top, so you might be surprised, but the cone snail can actually be deadly. Cone snails are a large group of small to large-sized, extremely venomous predatory sea snails. With bright colors and conical patterns, the cone snails can be really attractive, so people may be tempted to take live animals in their hands. This is risky because the snail often fires its harpoon in these situations. In the case of the larger species of cone snail, the harpoon is sometimes capable of penetrating skin, gloves, or wetsuits. The sting of many of the smallest cone species may be no worse than that of a bee or hornet sting, but in the case of a few of the larger tropical fish-eating species, a sting can be fatal. The most dangerous species to humans are the larger ones, which feed on little fish, living on the bottom. Stingrays. Stingrays are a group of sea rays, which are cartilaginous fish related to sharks. Stingrays are common in coastal tropical and subtropical marine waters throughout the world. The stingray's coloration commonly reflects the seafloor shading, camouflaging it from predatory sharks and larger rays. Stingrays are usually not aggressive and ordinarily attack humans only when provoked, such as when a ray is accidentally stepped on. A stingray injury is caused by the venomous tail spines. When they are threatened, their main reaction is to swim. However, when attacked by predators or trampled on, the stinger in their tail is whipped. This is normally ineffective against sharks, their main predator. Contact with the stinger causes local trauma, pain, swelling, muscle cramps from the venom, and later may result in infection from bacteria or fungi. Although fatal stings are very rare, Steve Irwin, nicknamed the Crocodile Hunter, a television personality, wildlife expert, environmentalist, and conservationist, got killed by a stingray injury. Irwin died on September 4, 2006, after being pierced in the chest by a stingray barb while filming in Australia's Great Barrier Reef. His death became international news and was met with expressions of shock and grief by fans, the media, governments, non-profit organizations, and other celebrities. The Great Barracuda. The Great Barracuda, also known as the Giant Barracuda, is a common species of barracuda, large, predatory ray-finned fish found in subtropical oceans around the world. This curious fish willingly approaches divers and is only aggressive when provoked. The great barracuda can reach a maximum of 2 meters in length and 50 kilograms in weight. Attacks on humans by great barracuda are rare. Curious sight-oriented fish, barracudas sometimes give an aggressive bump to snorkelers and divers. When attacking, they often do so because a barracuda tries to steal a fish from the lance fisherman or misinterprets a shiny object, such as a diving knife, for a shiny fish. Such incidents usually consist of a very rapid blow, the result of which can be a laceration and a certain loss of tissue. Deaths from barracuda attacks are rare. In 1947, a death off Key West was attributed to a barracuda, followed by another case off the coast of North Carolina in 1957. Flower urchin. The flower urchin is found in the Indo-Pacific Ocean region, from East Africa to southern Japan and down to Indonesia and the Cook Islands, usually on sandy or rocky bottoms where it can cover itself with debris, either sand or broken shells. It's usually fully grown at around 14 centimeters in diameter, though it will grow up to approximately 20 centimeters. It's considered highly dangerous, as it's capable of delivering extremely painful and medically significant stings when touched. Their spines are their defense mechanisms. Removal of these spines from our body parts can be distressing, similar to removing a large splinter. Sea urchin stings can occur when they are touched or accidentally stepped on. Most sea urchin stings do not kill you. However, they can result in serious complications if left untreated. Stonefish. Stonefish are masters of camouflage and can blend so perfectly with the environment that prey, predators, and even human scuba divers have trouble seeing them at all. They almost always stand perfectly still on the seabed in their favorite habitat of coral reefs and cliffs, and their colors are often perfect for the substrate. Most stonefish stings occur as a result of stepping on the creature, which forces venom into the foot, while it's less common for the fish to sting when it's picked up. Stonefish stings can occur on the beach, not just in the water, as stonefish can survive out of the water for up to 24 hours. They are not easy to see because they look like rocks or coral. If for whatever reason you accidentally step on a stonefish, seek immediate treatment. The venom can cause severe pain, heart failure, and even death if left untreated. Use hot water for temporary relief from a stonefish sting. However, seeking medical attention and anti-venom is essential. Blue-ringed octopus. Blue-ring octopuses are some of the deadliest marine life in the ocean, though they rarely bite humans. They live in tide pools in the Pacific Ocean between Australia and Japan, and also out to the western Indo-Pacific Islands. They can be identified by their yellowish skin and characteristic blue and black rings that change color dramatically when the animal is threatened. They'll strike only if they feel threatened. If a blue-ringed octopus does bite you, you need to get medical treatment immediately, because their bites can be fatal in a short amount of time. What happens if you're bitten by an octopus with a blue ring? First, the venom blocks nerve signals throughout the body, causing muscle numbness. Other symptoms include nausea, loss of vision or blindness, loss of senses, and loss of motor skills. Eventually, it will cause muscle paralysis, including the muscles needed for people's breathing, leading to respiratory arrest. There is no known antidote, but victims can be saved if artificial respiration is initiated immediately. That's enough at least for us to not go after these fellows. Saltwater crocodile. The saltwater crocodile is a crocodilian native to saltwater habitats and brackish wetlands, from India's east coast across Southeast Asia and the Sundaic region to northern Australia and Micronesia. Average-sized males reach 17 feet and 1,000 pounds, but specimens 23 feet long and weighing 2,200 pounds are not uncommon. They are excellent swimmers and have often been spotted far out at sea. Saltwater crocodiles are opportunistic feeders that prey on a variety of species, from crabs and fish to birds, turtles, pigs, buffalo, and even humans. They communicate using several sounds, including barking, hissing, growling, and chirps. The saltwater crocodile is known to show aggression towards people. Crocodiles do not necessarily set out to hunt humans. They are clearly ferocious hunters, but they're opportunistic predators. In Africa, there are several hundred crocodile attacks on humans every year. Many take place in small communities and are not widely reported. Between 1/3 and 1/2 are fatal, depending on the species. Chironex. Chironex is a genus of box jellyfish in the family of Chirodropidae. It's found in northern Australian waters. Their stings are highly venomous and have caused human fatalities. Chironex grow to the size of a human head and has tentacles up to 3 meters long. A big sting from this guy can easily kill a man. Death occurs in just 3 minutes. There have been about 100 deaths from Chironex stings in the last 100 years in northern Australia. However, many people were stabbed and not killed. These cubozoans are likely to swim away when they come in contact with something as large as a human. From clinical and animal studies, symptoms include severe pain, throbbing, scarring, hypotension, vasospasm, heart irregularities, and cardiac arrest. There is currently no cure, and opioids are used to control pain. Antivenom is available, but there's controversy about its effectiveness. Experimental and combined therapies performed in vitro and in vivo have shown varying efficacy. These inconsistent results are probably a consequence of the different methods used to extract the venom. In Australia, fatalities are most often caused by the largest species of this class of jellyfish, Chironex fleckeri. Since Australia began keeping records in the late 1800s, there have been 79 fatalities from this species, the most recent being a 17-year-old boy who was stung while swimming at a beach on Queensland, Western Cape York in February 2021. That's all for now. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with your friends and family. Thanks for watching.